Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This time to our group to present about the terrorist he watches by Wisława Szymborska, the speaking tone of voice, the reader as the speaker. Before we present this PPT, we will introduce ourselves. The first member is Miss Nurihanha, NIM 1700266, Miss Aisyah Mahama, NIM 1700267, Mufti Rahmat Naim, NIM 1800064, Friendly Luciana Prabowo, NIM 1800065, and Siti Inayatul Setiani, NIM 1800066, from Class F. This is Wisława Szymborska. The first one I talk about the poem is The Terrorist He Watches by Wisława Szymborska. The bomb in the bar will explode at 13:20. Now it's just 13:16. There's still time for some to go in and some to come out. The terrorist has already crossed the street. The distance keeps him out of danger. And what a view, just like the movies. A woman in a yellow jacket, she's going in. A man in dark glasses, he's coming out. Teenagers in jeans, they're talking. 13, 17, and 4 seconds. The short one, he's lucky, he's getting on a scooter, but the tall one, he's going in. And the first paragraph is summary, and the second paragraph is the terrorist perspective, and the third paragraph is descriptions. Zoom in. 13, 17, and 40 seconds. That girl, she's walking along with a green ribbon in her hair, but then a bus suddenly pulls in front of her. 13, 18, the girl's gone. Was she that dumb? Did she go in or not? We'll see when they carry them out. 13, 19, somehow no one's going in. Another guy, fat, bald, is leaving thought. Wait a second, looks like he's looking for something in his pockets, and at 13:20 minutes, 10 seconds, he goes back in for his army clothes. 13:20 exactly, this waiting is taking forever. Any second now? No, not yet. Yes, now. The bomb, it explodes. And the fourth and fifth paragraph is descriptions, zooms in, and the sixth and seventh paragraph is larger picture. And the next is from our structure. The Terrorist He's Watching by Wisława Szymborska is a poem that tells about the narrator waiting anxiously for a planned bomb to explode in a bar, watching and describing people as they enter and leave the bar. When a person leaves, the narrator acts as though that person is going to miss a real treat. When a person enters the bar, the tone of the narrator seems to increase, as though all of those who experience the bomb are quite lucky indeed. And the next, what is the poem about? The poem about Countdown to Terrorist Bombing describes the detailed events of people entering or leaving, characteristics and actions of people, obliviousness, and the last call impersonal gaze of the terrorists.
For the personal response to the poem, shocking, tone and diction to real, thought-provoking, life is depend on minute detail, enjoy new perspective compared to news. For the next, let we talk about the self-device of the theorist he watched, Ramel and Rhythm. The Ramel is created at the end of line of poetry. Rhythm alternates between fast and slow, countdown effect, slow time, repetition of time, countdown effect, suspense. In this part, you can see underlined words. In here, we use the repetition of the same or similar sorts of word. In here, we use the repetition of the same or similar sorts of word and use of rhythm alternate. For the last part of poem, mostly use of rhythm alternate between fast and slow.
And then the next part is imagery. We analyze there are several sentences that contain imagery. Wisława Szymborska used words that appeal to the readers of psych and taste on the stanza. The terrorist has already crossed the street. The distance keeps him out of danger. And what of you just like the movies? Stanza explained the first on the sentence, what of you just like the movies? In this sentence, it compares the view to the movie, so it contains a simile. And explained unreal does not seem like reality, and like isolated or disconnected from scene. The second on the sentence, the terrorist has already crossed the street. The distance keeps him out of danger. It explained makes the reader a part of the scene and makes the reader appear to be seeing terrorists crossing the street and makes the reader seem to have mastered plot. And then the last part of imagery is on the sentence, we will see when they carry them out. At this point, the terrorists' cynical talks are shown off, and hunting shows psychopathic attitude towards death of innocent people. And then explain people don't want to see someone they hurt.
Okay, for the next slide is a mood or tone. Before it, we have to know about what is the mood or tone. Mood is the feeling created by the poet for the reader, and tone is the feeling displayed by the author toward the subject of the poem. Mood and tone often depend on one another to get across what the author is trying to portray. And mood and tone in the terrorist he watches by Wisława Szymborska. This form mood could be described as scared because the poem is about bombs will come. The tone might be described as serious. The word used in the poem give clues as to how the author feels about scared. Evident from the words, number one, the bombs will explode at 13:20, and number two, the terrorist has already crossed the street, and number three, the bombs will explode.
The last element of the poem. The theme of a poem is central or main idea. To identify a poem's theme, ask yourself what ideas or insights about life or human nature you have found in the poem. Theme of the terrorist he watches. The poem explores the anticipation of real-life terrorist bombing. The poem is narrated from a third person on the present point of view. In a very matter-of-fact tone, the author is trying to get the reader to realize how precious life is and how even the smallest of decisions can change everything. For example, the bomb in the bar will explode at 13:20, as in the sentence above, namely, the bomb in the bar will explode at 13:20. The theme is coldness and lack of purpose of the terrorist or life.
So many presentations from us. Sorry if there is a wrong word in the delivery. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.